Welcome back, everybody, to Rolltop Rams. We're playing Domain of the Nameless God. My name is Charles. I am the GM, and I'm here with my players. We'll start off with Greg.
Hey, I'm Greg. I play Horton Phoenixwood, investigator.
The next, we'll go Brandon,
Hello, I am Rollo Ulfson. I'm a Goliath barbarian.
then Ed,
Say hello. My name is Yatori, and I serve in the service of Aktosh.
and finally, John.
Hello, everybody. My name is John, and my character that I'm playing tonight is George Thoroly'Evil.
I love that voice.
So, before we start our game, I want the audience to get to kind of know your characters a little bit. Last episode we just jumped right in. Nobody knows nothing about your character, so we're gonna go one by one and just give a little fun fact about your character, and we'll go in the same order. So, Greg, give us a little fun fact about Horton.
Fun fact about Horton. So the way I designed Horton was I wanted it very much like Sherlock Holmes. So he's hypersensitive when it comes to like noticing things. He hears everything. He sees everything. He doesn't want to, and so he struggles with that. And he uses certain drugs and alcohols to kind of temper that at times, so that it's not so bombarding against his mind.
Cool. But next, Brandon.
So, the way I designed Rollo is he's a barbarian, but he does not have a negative stat to his intelligence. He's actually quite intelligent. So that's why he's very soft spoken and quiet most of the time compared to other Goliaths or people who like to get really rowdy. He likes to sit back and observe because he knows, hey, I'm actually smart enough to understand what's going on. And I know I can be intimidating.
Cool. Ed, tell us a little bit about your character.
There's not much to tell. Only thing I know is one day I woke up on the streets of Neverwinter, and I never really understood or knew anything. I did everything I could to survive until I found another who was kind of like me, who said that we don't have to. The power of Akatosh lies in your path and can help you become a greater man. And I try to figure out this pendant that I hold on to. What does it mean? It keeps telling me something, but I have no idea.
Gotcha. And finally, John.
Well, I meant for George Thoroly'Evil to be sort of a parody character. In any other setting, he might have been a villain. His battle scars that leave him looking more skeletal in visage are more or less remnants of his childhood. The means he's able to use to see, hear, speak, and taste are uh, magical in a sense, and things that he had to make some pretty steep bargains for. But all in all, he's a genuinely decent person for the most part, if not a little bit conceited, maybe a little bit selfish, but also, uh, life has humbled him quite a bit. So that's how we get to the goofy, cantankerous man we have today.
Cool. All right. So let's go ahead and get straight into it.
In the last episode of Domain of the Nameless God, Horton Phoenixwood noticed footprints in the mud heading west alongside of Mayor's house, leading into the dead pockets. Torn between following the footprints and visiting the witch, the party chooses to follow the trail of footprints that goes into the forest. Marching through blood, torn limbs, and mud, the party runs into a group of three merchants, unnaturally staring. Proceeding with caution, eyes a Yatori stealth ahead. Yatori begins to pray to his god. Distracted, he trips over a branch, causing Ayas to shout at him. With the element of surprise gone, Ayas asks the rest of the party to back the up. Ready for battle, George charges forward, and before getting in range of one of the merchants, Beck snaps back, revealing a roughly humanoid lacking nose and mouth, attacks the other merchants, then fleeing into the forest. Confused, the party begin to investigate the scene before noticing that Ayas is missing. Finding him 10 feet away, they rush to him to help him.
Mr. Arias, are you okay?
I think I am. I'm unsure of what happened. Can you describe for me? Like, I just remember seeing that creature. What else happened?
It fled into the woods.
Is anybody hurt?
The merchants that were there, I don't believe they're able to be saved.
Unfortunate. Ayas gets up and he slowly starts to walk towards the merchant bodies to look over them. He bends down and flips one of the bodies over, revealing a dagger.
This looks interesting. If it's okay, never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to this. I think this might. So, how are you guys doing today? As a matter of fact, I just tripped over a branch not too long ago, and yeah, and then this happened, and you didn't see shit. Whoa.
Oh, no, I couldn't see anything. It's too dark for me to see.
I think I saw some kind of incomprehensible horror. I'm not really sure. I just know that two people are dead and Ias was nearly carried off into the brush. Good lord.
I tried. I tried. I tried everything I could. As a matter of fact, I think I kind of put him in that situation. If I didn't trip over a branch, uh, he might have been okay and not. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go and sit a spell.
Yes, take your time.
Ayas look back at the group. Hey, have y'all noticed these strange marks on their backs?
No, I'd like to take a moment and use eye for detail.
Okay.
And maybe do a investigation check to. What does this look like? I mean, it's a big scar on their backs.
Somebody took. It looked like somebody took a dagger and wrote and carved a phrase into their backs.
Oh, okay. What does the phrase say?
This one. The Hakmik Ma.
What? What does it say?
The Hakmik Ma. Infernal.
Oh.
You've seen this before. If you don't remember, I can take a history check and I can kind of show your character recall it.
Yeah. Well, so let's see.
Keep in mind, you have an infernal speaking friend 10 feet away from you.
You have dos infernal speaking friends right behind you.
Yeah. Let's listen to them then.
So, John, you actually remember this phrase from a church. is do you seek him?
Yes. It's the same phrase from the church, the "Do you seek him" statement. But
I need
it's
everybody to
rather
roll
vague,
sanity
don't you
check.
think?
Uh,
Oh, buddy.
So I got a 10.
Oh no! Oh no! I got a nat 1.
Oh no,
Oh
that's
wow,
so
no.
bad. That's
I
so
got
bad.
a fat 6.
Oh no, this is bad.
So everybody in failed. All right.
Oh no!
The stress
Crazy.
besides George, everybody else just takes stress 5 stress damage. Um,
Bad.
George, you take 10 stress damage.
Oh no! What a stressful
And
sentence
you
that
feel like
was.
there's a brief pang of like primal fear. Like you just sense fear. It's brief, but it's there. Ed, what's your stress damage count right now?
Based on the 5 points that just got added, I'd be at 50. Yeah.
Oh, good lord!
So I look up like it seems like y'all seen this phrase before. What what is it?
Well,
Yes,
it was a statement kind of plastered on the side of a church. My apologies, friend. Were you speaking?
No, precisely. No, yes. Exactly as George said. It was on the church. It has some kind of effect on us. On me, anyway. And he shakes off this goosebumps that the hairs on his neck's starting to stand up. He kind of shakes it off a little bit.
Do you think this got something to do with that creature that we just seen? Like, are they speaking about him?
Maybe not that one specifically, right? But maybe that creature's related. But also, what a terribly stressful sentence that is. I mean, really, who is him? Would, like
Him could
the
be anyone,
devil?
George. You're right.
That's really vague. It
It's very
really
vague.
could
It's
be.
hauntingly vague.
It could be that guy.
It could.
Could be
Yatori
you.
would like to make an investigation check. Use a religion check to follow it.
Okay.
And maybe a history check to follow that.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
all my 20s. Please don't fail me now. And the first one's an 8.
You don't recall nothing.
Second one is 14.
What's the second one for?
Religion.
What was the first one then?
The first one was just to take a look at it and just see if I understood it.
Okay, then you don't.
Investigation.
Okay, yeah, you don't understand it. And for that second one, religion, you Tori. I don't know, like, kind of what your background is, where you come from, but you have heard of this creature. Like, you remember that this thing is not a god. It's a kind of like a prophet. It does whoever it is him is. It does the deeds for that thing.
Like a harbinger.
She seems like a warning. Yatori thinks to himself, this kind of feels like it's a warning sign. Not sure what that sign is, but it's a warning sign. Okay, one last go, and this is going to be for history. And I rolled a 1. And okay, yeah, fuck. God damn.
Yeah, you don't recall it. Yeah, not a thing.
Why do ones hate me so much?
He looks like he's retroactively forgetting things. I couldn't tell.
Mr. Ias, you had a dagger in your hand. May I take a look at it?
Oh, before I could grab it, Yatori grabbed it.
Mr. Yatori, may I see the dagger? Did you pick that
Why?
up from one of the corpses?
What dagger?
The dagger that Mr. Ias had handed to you.
No one handed me anything. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you said it looked like it was probably yours, and you picked it up. You don't remember that?
No one handed me anything. What are you talking about? What dagger? Are you sure you recollect the same place that we were?
Yes,
Hmm.
I
I,
believe we all were. Uh,
Ice will
hmm.
kind of speak up. I believe he don't want nobody to know. I seen him grab it, but I have a feeling that he don't want nobody to know that he has it.
hmm.
All right.
Is this gonna be like a dog with a pen in its mouth? Am I gonna have to pry your hands open?
Hand it over, Yatori. Hand it over.
And I tell
It's
you
okay.
what. I
Drop
tell
it.
you what. If you want to know about my dagger, how about me and you combat? You want it? Come find out.
But
Mr. Yatori, it's
I'm
not
trying to
necessary.
find
I merely
children
want
here.
to, if it was picked up from, if it was dropped by one of these merchants here, it might have clues on it.
Clues.
From yeah, before he
Clues.
grabbed before he grabbed it, what I can from what I've seen of it was a solid black dagger. The blade was black, like everything on it was just solid black. But that's all I was able to see before he grabbed it.
Strange, don't you think?
Well,
You want? You
Yatori,
know how to
maybe it's a
find.
good idea to just show the rest of the group.
Fine.
Yatori,
God damn
we don't
it.
need to do this.
Yeah, I'm doing it. And Yotori pulls out and holds out the dagger.
Thank you.
As you look at the dagger, you see like the hilt of it has like weird scriptures on it. As you move up, the blade is made of it's black. You're not sure how the blade is black, but that's all you really see from it.
um,
Okay.
this.
Can I make a sleight of hand check to take the dagger out of his hand?
Oh my god.
I wouldn't
All right.
blame you. I'd do it too.
Okay. There's two ways we can do this. We can either just do a sleight of hand, or we can do a sleight of hand versus, I guess, his strength, since he has it out. So you can,
Show me mine, you show me mine, I'll show you yours.
like,
Come
your
on.
Tori can make a
Rock and roll.
strength throw, and then you can make a sleight of hand. Maybe do that? Maybe would that sound fair?
Yep. Die in hand.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do that then.
Here we go. My strength versus whatever the fuck it is
D20
you're trying to do.
Boom.
Holy shit! Oh, and I rolled an 11. Okay. Nope, I rolled an 11.
Hold on, my computer's thinking. 19.
I was about to say, if you don't take the shit from me.
Well, yeah. Well, George, you got the dagger now, right now.
Damn.
Why?
Fantastic. I will
Why?
give this back in
What
just a
do you
second.
need to know of this?
We just need to take
George,
a closer
your
look.
hands are so
I'll give
swift.
it right back in just a moment. Thank you. I've been working on that. Here, take a look, sir. You might have a keener eye for investigation than I do.
Well, thank you. George, this script here is escaping. Its origin is escaping me. I'm not sure what language it's in.
Let me.
Doesn't
take a
seem
look.
to be
Maybe I can
infernal.
recognize it. So I'm going to launch my own little investigation upon this dagger, and let my eyes creep over it, like SpongeBob and the map. Let me find it here. Investigation is +1, so we'll do a d20 +1, and roll.
Charles, may I also attempt an investigation?
Okay.
Just on any
I got an
general hidden
8.
clues on it, or based on my uh, I have a class ability called Keen Eye for Detail. Ooh. So +7
Okay.
for a
So,
16.
if I
16.
may
Oh
ask,
shit.
you would like to know more about this dagger just as much as I would. Would you like to have a drink? I just so happen to be saving up for a moment like this. Is now good? Would you like to
So
share one
Well,
with me?
I
oh, thank you, Mr. Yatori. No, thank you. I'll pass. I need a clear mind and all.
A clear mind about what? Where we going? We
Uh,
ain't got nowhere to be.
We are investigating.
Uh huh. And maybe sometimes the drink
Now is
might help
not the
clear your head.
time.
Oh, thank you.
so Greg, for yours, that's not enough.
Damn, 16 wasn't enough. Okay.
No. So, okay, who else is gonna roll?
Oh
I
man.
will give you the DC for it. Like it's supposed to be hard to see. So the DC for that is 19.
Holy moly. Okay.
And that's
Oh
for
my.
what check
Yeah, I
again?
did not get that.
Figure out what type of language this is.
Oh, I was looking for any general sort of information, like any other details on it that might be important besides
Oh,
that, because I already don't know the
okay,
I'll
language.
take a crack
okay.
at it.
Um,
All right, Rollo is going to take a crack at it as well.
okay.
Buddy.
Never mind.
All right, and Greg,
Hmm.
for us, your investigation check,
Mhm,
it's so whatever the scripture that's on it, it's on both sides of like the handle.
mhm.
It's lightweight, and like I said, it's just solid black. That's all you get from it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no
What
one
if
here
we?
knows how to identify magic. Does anybody here know how to identify magic?
Let me take a closer look at it. Let me take a
Well,
closer look at it. And I'm going to
while we're
use
waiting,
magic
maybe
detect.
it would be.
Okay. Yatori, you did detect magic, and you don't sense like there is some magic to it, but it's dark magic. You have a inkling that this thing is cursed.
I, 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 I cannot explain this to you, friends, but something about this. We might want to turn away. No,
Well, we
no,
can't turn back
to go
now.
forward
We're a
to
little
bring.
too late, don't you think?
Ah, the power that emanates from here. I can't explain to you where it comes from, but you don't. What we're about to walk into. You know what? Never mind.
Mr.
I'm gonna.
Yatori, it's
You're,
okay to be afraid. This is very haunting. These woods are haunting. What we saw was haunting. The missing children. It's all very disconcerting, but we can't we can't just walk away.
but it's
We've
so much.
So like, what is it? Like, did you get a feeling from this dagger? What feel did you get from this?
The same thing that's been pulling me here. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you. I wish I could. But the same thing that's been pulling me here, I felt from this dagger.
Mm.
And I feel like it's telling me we probably, you know what, just, I'm going to leave you guys a bit. I bid you adieu. I'm going to go talk to my God for a minute.
Okay.
So I just worked with the rest of the group and asked, like, so what should we do with this thing?
Hmm. It's a good question, but maybe it would be a good idea to hold on to it. Maybe there's someone else who might be able to discern what it is we're looking at. Not merely a dagger, right? Some kind of artifact, maybe.
It's a good idea,
Alright.
George. It's a good idea.
So, so who's gonna hang on to it?
I have the least amount of stress damage, so I think I can hold on to it.
All right.
Rollo, would you take this for us?
Yes. Even if we cannot find out exactly what it is a useful weapon.
Be careful,
Sure
Rollo.
enough.
Whatever it was that Mr. Yatori had sensed from it, it put him on edge. Maybe not have too much physical contact with it. Maybe wrap it in some cloth or linens so that you don't actually touch it too much.
There is wisdom in that. I shall do that. And Rollo is going to take his bag and hold it out so whoever's holding it can just drop it in.
All right. Great. It is quite late. I know y'all mentioned possibly setting up camp.
Maybe that would be for the best.
All right.
Is this safe here?
What do you
would
guys
we be
think?
safe setting up? Well, George, I just wanted to know from Mr. Ias if, judging from his experience, native to these lands, is this a safe place to make camp? Given what we've seen, that monster, is this still a safe place to camp?
Well, normally yes. This is normally a camp that we use. So we allow travelers to set up here. It's a very common spot, but we don't know nothing of this creature. That's now apparently that's what you said is out and about. So I don't think nowhere is safe.
Perhaps if we
If
do
it's
set
all the
up
same
camp,
to
we
you.
should schedule watch hours for each of us. That way we can each get at least a short rest.
I don't mind taking the first watch.
There is no need for watch. There is no need for rest. I have come back. I think I've figured out how to solve.
Oh, you think you've been able to solve what, Mr. Yatori?
Actually, I don't know. I don't actually know.
And you don't believe that we should rest? We should just continue on?
I do. I do. Because something is saying that staying here is death. Staying here is death. We need to travel forward. Travel forward. The bodies that we found. Travel forward. They will only lead us to what we need to accomplish our goal.
Now,
Together.
if y'all
think
do
maybe
travel
it's-
forward, because y'all been adventurous, y'all been up pretty much all day. If you continue, I'm gonna give you one level of exhaustion.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, we
maybe
need
it's in
that.
our best interest to settle down for the night,
I'm willing to take it.
especially for the rest of you.
Yes,
Yatori,
I don't
you-
have that sort of constitution. I would feel exhausted if I were to continue. I do want to
go with
continue
that.
forward, Mr. Yatori, but I
Yatori will
don't think
move
I
without.
can.
Yatori will move without them. Yatori will move without them.
But with all due respect, Yatori, I think you've had a few too many. You may need to.
And
settle down.
Ice will grab
You know?
you like you won't move anywhere. You stay with the party.
And I'm going to make shit. No, I don't know. Start us up there. thinking about it, but I'm not sure
Yatori?
which check. Combat.
I
One
see.
swing. I'm going to swing.
Yatori, I see that look in your eye. You don't want to do that.
I do. I do.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay.
I do.
We'll have George, Rollo, and Horton. Y'all can all three roll an insight because y'all can hear the arguments. So we'll have
Yeah.
all three of y'all roll an insight check and see if I can sense it.
+7 on a 14.
Wow.
So I also got a 14.
Horton sees
I got a
and
13.
hears everything. So 14
Prepare
plus
yourself.
I rolled a 13 plus 1, so I got a 14.
So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21 on for Horton.
Okay.
I got a 13.
I
Damn.
think, yeah, Horton. I think you will have an up on it. Rollo,
Alright.
you will notice it. And then George, you notice it, but I don't think you were quick enough to get there. But Horton and Rollo could do something about it.
So
Okay. So because Yatori has been arguing with Horton and George and Isaac, Rollo's just been kind of silent and observing. So he's just going to walk up and clonk Yatori on the back of the head to knock him out.
oh man, I got a higher score than you. I should get to go first. I got a 21 to your 14 or 15, whatever.
I mean,
I should get to go first.
All right.
Well, Greg, you can go first, but like I think Rollo already rolled. I think you rolled like a 20 something for your
22,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Have him knock the shit out of you.
Would you like me to act this out for you?
Yeah, like,
I'm like,
what sort of?
Prepare
What
yourself,
do you,
and
All right.
He is growing very tiresome.
Oh, buddy. Oh, sorry. Maybe this is for the best, you know? I've got some rope in my bag. We tie him to the tree over there, and we wait for him to wake up in the morning, fully rested, totally sober. It'll be a good day. We'll start the morning off with some coffee and some bacon. It'll be great.
Yes, that sounds like a capital idea, and well spotted, Rollo. Yes, I saw he was reaching for his weapon, and gods, you are quick for such a large man.
Yes, I was gifted with speed in this endeavor.
Great.
Yeah.
Well done. Yes, and George, let's tie him up, and I will do my best to assist if I can.
Okay.
My sleight of
So
hand
we're
is
just
a plus
gonna-
3.
Oh, do we need sleight of hand for tying? Okay.
Well, I assume that perhaps if he does wake up from his unconscious state, he might try to wiggle free and break through the bonds. We might need to make sure it's a proper, secure knot.
Fair enough. Well, all right, let's do it. Rolling now.
So my sleight of hand is a plus 3. Does anybody have a higher sleight of hand?
I have a +2, but I did roll a 17.
I have a plus 2.
Mr. Arias, what is
Nat
your
20.
sleight of hand?
I'm just putting it out there. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, whoa!
oh
Okay.
shit!
Yeah, I got a dirty 20. So
Holy shit, dude! Like
Yeah.
that is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Hey, you know what? You got me beat tonight. I rolled 2 nat ones already. So yeah.
all right, so
Alright.
he is secure. He is very secure. Rollo, you are securing the hell out of him.
Well, considering I was
You're
the
like
one
one
who
of
put
those
him in
really
the dirt,
adept bouncers.
you know, there was a time I spent a week in Neverwinter preventing ruffians from engaging in uncharacteristic activities, let's just say. But since I was the one who put him in the dirt, I figure he would have a vendetta against me. So I do not wish to be the recipient of an unwelcome attack in the night.
Indeed. Mr. Rollo, have you
Well,
heard of Hishi Kiko?
Uh, no, I would not say I
I'll,
have.
I'll tell you about it later. It's very interesting.
Is this like one of those Ligma balls jokes? Oh, Yatori, a
No,
branch fell on the
not at
top
all,
of your
George.
head. It was crazy.
It's an interesting habit, or
Well,
Okay, where am I? Why am I strapped to a tree? What?
you would stay there
Well,
for tonight.
Skeleton Man, you did this, didn't you?
Oh no, that was me.
Craziest thing. It looked like you were
You.
going to assault a guy, and a whole branch fell on the top of your head. It was awesome.
This branch.
it was quite unlucky of you. Yes, you stood right under that branch, but unfortunately, this is probably for the best, safe for you and safe for
You would
us.
do this to me. You would do this to me.
Yes. Oh, Mr. Rollo, and Mr. Yatori, I'm sorry. Perhaps it'd be best if we were to gag Mr. Yatori as well, so that we can get some rest tonight.
Well, you know what? I have
Whatever
no
you
problem
think
with
is
that.
wisest.
I'll take the first watch tonight, anyways. I'm gonna
Yes, let's
gag him.
complete the
I'll put a nice blanket
Hishikoku.
over him, and but Yatori, if it makes you feel any better, I'll let you borrow my blanket.
All right, so y'all start the setup count. Um, what I'm gonna need is the watch order. Y'all need at least, like I said, I think 6 hours of sleep. So there's 4 watches.
Mhm.
You need a watch for each one of those.
I will take the second watch.
Well, I guess that means I'll take the third watch. George, you said that you would take the first
Absolutely.
watch, correct?
Yes, sir.
Very well. Yes.
Never mind
then
these
Rollo,
big
and then I
holes in
will
my
take the
eyes.
third watch.
I'm quite observant.
Okay, so I guess I'll take the last watch then. All right then.
So Rollo's gonna pick up a pine cone and throw it at Yatori. Silent. I'm trying to sleep. And to you as well.
All right, so George is going to set up sort of like a seat between the fireplace and Yatori, just kind of like cross-leggedly sitting in the grass, staring out into the wilderness, kind of watching the surroundings. And there's going to be moments where like Yatori's looking at him and he can't tell if he's like awake or asleep or just dead. um, and then yeah, Yatori's just kind of like on the other side of George, either struggling or warily almost about to fall asleep against the tree.
So we got
Yeah.
George kind of in the middle, sitting across from Yatori. So are y'all resting like
Yes.
kind of behind George or in front of George?
So the way I'm envisioning it is that if the fire is in the middle of a clock, George is at 6 o'clock, Yatori is at 12 o'clock. Where the woods are we surrounded by the woods? Are we
You
still in the
surrounded.
road?
You
We're
surrounded by the woods. Yeah.
I would like to set my sleeping area set up so that my ear is perpendicular to the direction that creature ran off to.
Okay.
My thought is that as I'm setting this up, like if that creature is to come in from that direction, I should hear it. If this creature tries to flank us and surprise us from the opposite direction, I should hear it. And I will lay my head against. Is the ground soft? It's been raining a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Um, if I place my head upon the earth, maybe put like a thin sheet down, I should feel the vibrations of the creature as it approaches, at least in the moment it is upon me. And that's how I set it up, and that's my thinking of the whole thing.
Okay. If you're setting up that way, you'll be facing the 1 o'clock area. The 1 o'clock.
Okay.
If it's doing a clock, so you're in the 1 o'clock position.
Okay.
What about you, Rollo?
So I'm going to be on the opposite side of the clock to Horton. My feet pointed towards the tree that Yatori is tied to, and I'm just going to be laying back on my bedroll with my head staring straight up at the sky and just with my eyes closed.
Okay. And where would y'all want Ayas at?
I believe Aya should be spooning a fallen tree branch. I'm just kidding now. He shouldn't do that now. That's inappropriate. Inappropriate answer.
Just a beaver in this wild wilderness trying to get some wood. You know what I mean?
Oh. You just hear in the middle of the night, splinter.
Another splinter. Why does this keep happening to me? He finds the smoothest fallen branch to spoon.
Okay.
An extra curvy piece of driftwood.
I just want you to know I'm apologizing for laughing while I'm not apologizing for laughing. That is
No, it's okay. Yeah, you don't have to apologize for that. Okay.
So like,
Well, Rollo is he's a hunter. I mean, not sorry, not Rollo. Is he's a hunter, and from very familiar local to these lands. So, I would trust however way he feels he should set up, because he's skilled at hunting monsters.
okay. So I'll have him set up like right behind George, facing. So because George is facing in the 6 o'clock position, but facing Yatori. So I'll have Ayas right behind George, facing the opposite direction that George is not covering his back, pretty much.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. So George, you're up, kind of like by yourself. So what are you doing to keep yourself awake?
So George is kind of like, he's kind of just haphazardly making jokes at Yatori, not at his expense, just like jokes that he thinks are funny, and Yatori's just kind of like a captive audience and can do nothing but listen. So he's just going to keep making banter at Yatori because he can do nothing but listen.
Can we get an example of that?
I was about to ask that.
Yeah. George, hit him with the one you know.
Oh yeah. Hey, Yatori, knock knock. I eat mop. You eat your poo, don't ya?
Yes.
Have you heard about the one? Have you heard the one about the expecting father and mother? So a father and his wife, they've had a beautiful little girl, right? The father sees his loving wife and then looks at the doctor, and he says to the doctor privately, he says, "Excuse me, sir, but how long after this can we have sex?" And the doctor thinks for a moment, strokes his beard, looks at the sun in the sky, and says, "Well, I get off work at 10.
All right. So, George, I'm gonna need you to make a sanity roll. And the reason I'm making you do a sanity roll, like I said, you up, you by yourself. You're by yourself, and you do know that creature is out there. So I need just a quick
Mhm.
sanity roll.
Absolutely, sir. Will do. I thought you were going to make Yatori do a sanity check because of these awful jokes. Oh, no. We got a 7.
A 7? Ah, shit.
Oh no.
Oh shit!
Oh,
All right, so George, as you're sitting there making these funny comments, just kind of stay awake. You notice
mhm.
right behind your Tory, you see like a shadowy figure. It's not moving. You can't tell exactly what it is, but you notice it in the distance.
So, um, George is going to stand up in kind of a huff, and he's going to draw his weapon. Let me see what I got here for a weapon. Um, actions. Okay, he's going to draw his great axe, and he's going to carefully step around the fire and motion out into the woods, make himself look as big as possible, and he's gonna start making like bear noises.
Ah! 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 What do you think you're doing? Get out of here! Ah!
As you try to speak, nothing comes, no sound comes out.
Oh, oh no. So, uh, okay, George is going to he's going to kind of shake Ias awake.
You turn around, Ice is gone.
Oh, and the others?
They're still there.
Okay. He's going to shake Horton awake.
As you go to shake Horton, you look at his face and you see three hollow eyes looking back at you, laying where Horton should be laying.
Oh, shit. Um.
To make that clear,
Okay.
so it's still Horton's body, but in his face, it's completely blacked out, and you just see three hollow eyes where Horton's face should be.
um,
Yatori
I
would
would
like
kind
to
of.
make. Yatori would like to make a detect magic or undead check, please.
You're still tied up, so
Oh, well aware.
Yeah.
I asked you about this. I looked at my thing. Even though I'm tied up, I can still do what it is I'm about to do.
you wouldn't notice this, and I'll give you a reason in a minute because you wouldn't notice this.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right. George is going to kind of like. Well, can I do like a Constitution check to see if like maybe I might be like having like a really bad dream or something like that?
Yeah, give me another sandy roll there.
Oh, all right.
It won't be no damage. No damage. This is just give me another one.
No, that's okay. We got a 15.
As you shake, you kind of shake your head and look back down, and it's Horton again.
Oh. Well, that was disconcerting as hell, wasn't it? Well, Yatori, maybe I was just having a bad dream. I don't really know how to explain that, but you didn't really see anything out there, did you? Shake your head yes or no? Well, okay then. Can't really tell from all that shaking you're doing. kind of just seems a little like you're just angry. But don't worry, I've got more jokes and banter. You'll love it.
All right, so now we'll need a Constitution check. Let's just stay up for the rest of the night.
Not a problem. I've got a +2 to my Constitution, so roll that 20 with a +2 modifier. Move this box up a little bit. And 11.
That's good enough. The rest of your night goes smoothly.
All right. So I wake up the next person, shake them lightly, and then I lay down and pass out with it just with my jaw hanging down and my head just tilted to the side against the tree, and I look like I'm dead.
Like an actual skeleton.
Hey, yo, bro, you got EC duty.
Bro, do not say that to me right now. It's too
I
fresh.
hated that. I always hated that.
That is
Get the
that
fuck
is
out of
too
my
fresh
face.
in my mind.
So are you and Rollo, are y'all gonna switch spots? Or Rollo, you gonna do something different?
So is it me and Horton, or
No, Horton going to sleep. No, Horton's still asleep.
Oh,
You're taking up watch.
okay? All right, so it's my okay, it's my turn. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna go and basically sit in the same position that George was. I'm gonna have my battle axe already out of its sheath and kind of sitting in my lap, and I'm gonna be kind of sitting Indian style, just scanning the woods and watching.
Mm-hmm.
So is that pretty much that's all you're doing to stay awake? Or are you gonna be doing something else?
That's pretty much it. I'm looking at the woods, anticipating literally anything to jump out at any moment,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, okay, where the hell is it gonna come from?
All right. Can you roll me a sanity roll?
Yes, I can. So that's a. Oh wait, no, I don't have a plus to this, do I?
Yeah, +1.
No. Okay, I do not have a plus. So that's a 9.
He said +1 when we started.
Oh well, you have a +1. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
okay. So
My bad. My bad.
So
I'm
Rollo,
glad.
as you sit there, that you see kind of a humanoid, shadowy figure standing right behind Yatori. And you wouldn't know because I don't think George told you what happened during his shift. So this is completely new to you.
So as I notice this, I'm going to very slowly reach behind and grab my that one hatchet that I keep across my back, and then I'm going to whip it out and throw it at this figure.
All right. Can you give me an attack roll? Attack.
Yeah. $21.
21. Yatori, what's your DC?
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, and as if you're talking about, wait, my DC.
I'm
AC.
sorry. Yeah,
My AC is 17.
I said AC. I mean DC. Yeah, AC. I'm sorry.
17.
What's the damage to that?
Oh no.
Okay. Now, see, this is a question I don't understand.
I don't know. You find
It's
find
not
it.
for you.
Yeah.
7.
7.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Ed, you take 7 damage.
Shit. While I'm strapped to whatever the fuck you tied me to. Okay, cool. So now I'm just getting beat up just because.
So
I hate all of you right now. I just want you to all know I'm hating you right now.
So
All of you caused this.
Rollo, what you see is your axe land dead center on that shadowy figure. Its eye, you start to see 3 red hollow eyes slowly appear on it and just disappear. When you shake your head and look back up, your axe is actually dead center on your Yatori. You hit Yatori.
Damn.
Oh.
Seriously, dude. Why are you guys killing me?
So I'm going to, in response, I'm going to say "damn" and like just jump up and summon the axe back with a snap of my fingers. It's going to disappear from his chest, reappear in my hand, and I'm going to run over and start helping patch up the wound I just caused. Like, oh shit, that's my bad.
Yeah.
And as you start to patch up that wrong wound, we fade out. To be continued.